All right, I'm still technically getting ready, but it does look like the integration works, which is pretty cool. Big fan of that. So now we can have people from all sides of the planet functioning inside. Maybe you went early because you knew it would happen. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was prepared for once in my life. Which is, we all know is untrue. All right, just pulling some stuff up real quick, and then I gotta recenter the camera. Definitely forgot to do that before starting all this back up. Let's get this table in the right position. Oop, don't mind that. So part of what we did today is we ran out to the store to return some things that we had gooted. I had some duplicate paints because I'm doing a super dumb thing where I buy every single paint that Citadel sells. And I am making fairly good progress on that front. This is kicked off, isn't it? Yeah, there we go, much better. Much more square. So we went and got some new paints today. But more importantly than that, the Warhammer Million Model Challenge was going on today. And this is the water cup mat that they were giving out for having 25 miniatures done, which is, or maybe it was 50. This might be the 50 miniature one. And then there was a pin for the, I believe, 25 miniature part. This is the pin, which was previously upside down. But it says 1 million miniatures in like a bunch of languages. But it's pretty cool, like a little wax seal guy. Or. We had stuff to return. I had a duplicate model and I had duplicate paints. So in doing that, I also picked up, there we go, these. Which are the Aldaria Emerald, Croxagore Scale, and Sigvold Burgundy. Paper, these are yours because you said you like these colors so much. So I will be dropping these off for you to have. It's cool they try to do challenges to help you set your painting goals. It really is cool that good old-fashioned GW does a ton of things to help you actually get like your hobbied. Like, they fully understand that incentivizing the hobby is probably the best way to get people to do it. Like, if I tell you that you can buy something for $20, you don't care. Nobody cares. Sure, you can buy anything. I can buy anything I want. But then if I tell you have to spend $100 to get a thing that costs $20, ooh, now I care a lot. I care maybe too much now. So it does look like the chat thing is working, which is very exciting. I'm glad that was easy to get set up, because now when we're doing art streams, the chats will not be like so separated from each other. I mean, it looks like it works fine. I removed the platform indicators, which I don't think you guys will care about, I'd like just like, you know, it's very homogeneous now. We got a bunch of paints that honestly I just think you guys probably won't care about what paints we got, mostly because I'm in the browns right now. So it's like, it looks like I bought the same paint like 4 times, but trust me, like I'm in the browns. So Dryad Bark, like I got a bunch of this kind of stuff. It's a bunch of these. I did get this, which is what is it, Cassandra Yellow? These are shades. And currently the only shades I have are Null and Agarax. Beige and neutral, yeah, it's super exciting. I mean, here, you can see, I mean, here, you can see for yourself. There's only one exciting color in this bunch, I think. Do for game chat too? There is no game chat. There's only chat on this screen. This is the only place. This is the only place really where it's at. See, look, it's like a whole bunch of the same colors. This is a bronze, right? Oh, this is Bugman Glow. Wonder how different it'll look compared to my contrasts. It'll look fairly different. Because of the way that the contrasts versus the paints are, the way that the coloring is done, where it's like an ink versus a acrylic pigment. Shaking this in, it's shaking me. They will look different. I don't know how much of the shaking comes through on the microphone, but like they will look different. So like even like you can see like Agaros is pretty close to this Dryad Bark. Like they're fairly close in color. They will look different. The, what is it called? Black Legion Contrast. Like I'm pretty sure at a glance, you can tell it apart from, here, let me turn the music down. You can tell it apart from Abaddon, even though they're both supposed to just be like black. Those don't all look the same. I mean, no, they don't all look the same. They're just very similar. Yeah, I just realized that the music was up. I'm moving around, so I haven't put my headphones in yet. I'm dealing with packaging. But more importantly, maybe, than all of that, maybe the most important thing of all that we've done so far. Let me actually put my headphones in. Wonder if a dog with the peach and the brown would look nice. Ooh, actually, that might look oddly fleshy, and I don't. Here we go. There, I think that's about where we had it the other night. It's like a metallic brown burgundy. It's a bronze, supposedly. That's what they tell me. They tell me it's a bronze. So that's supposed to, oh, sorry, brass. It's Rune Lord brass, not bronze. Camera, why are you doing that? Camera, stop. But like we're saying, more importantly than all these paints, which, look, I'm gonna put them right in my new paint holder that I posted on Discord. That is definitely super helpful. And I'm just gonna put the paints in there. In they go. They're not gonna sit on my desk for eternity. They're going into the paint holder where they live and belong. All right, cool. But the most important thing we got is we got the dogs. All right. So what I did notice is these dogs, all 5 of these dogs are different dogs than what we currently have done. These dogs all have little emo fishnet bracelets. So we're gonna have a good time with these guys. Also, their heads are different. Like this guy's got a stubby chubby head. And we haven't seen a dog like that before. Both of our dogs have kind of like the gator shape, I would say. Like, I don't know how to define it, but like both of our dogs have very similar heads right now. Mwah. So it'll be exciting to work on new dogs. These 2 dogs go with our Farstalker, and then those 5 dogs are their own dogs. So they are their own boys, and they'll run around and they'll have such a great time doing whatever it is that Kroot hounds do. Okay, so it's time for painting though. I am trying to work my way through a bunch of this stuff, kind of one element at a time. Yeah, those dogs are their own man. Is that the thing you got for me but was for you? Yes, yes. The dogs are for me but for you. I figured, I saw the dogs at the store and I thought, oh, you know what? I bet Paper would really like to see these painted. And we might, there is a world in which we build the dogs on stream, and eventually I will prime and paint them on stream too. So there is the entirety of the possibility that we do the dogs only on stream. That way, if dogs are being worked on, you're able to see the dogs be worked on. I don't think that would be too much of an inconvenience. But we got some of these. We got some of these AK markers, right? So this one is leather. This one is light leather. And then this one is bone brown. Hey, this made me think of you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, I saw the dogs and I was like, hey, I bet Paper would like to see these. These 2 I've been using for testing out a bunch of the Kroot leather stuff. This one I've actually been using on bones. So I used a combination of these and also this human flesh one, because I want to see how these speed paint markers feel when you're using them, to work on the meats that I posted in Discord. So you can see that outer coloring is the human flesh. And then I did some Blood for the Blood God and Screamer Pink to get the Wellington color on the middle. This is draw wood floor, 100%. Porta, what's up? Oh, you know what, Porta? You are absolutely reminding me. This is my failing. We didn't get down to business. We didn't do it. Hey, Paper, thank you for being first and also for attending. Porta, thank you for attending. There we go. We've done it. BFTBG I don't, what? So the bone is the bone color. The bone is colored like real bone. Oh, I might have to remove that. I don't like the way that it shows the attendance thing. It's so big. Blood for the Blood God? Oh! I was trying to, I don't know why, but my head kept trying to make it Beef Wellington. And I'm like, how does Beef Wellington fit in there? By the way, it doesn't fit in there. So we did that meat hunk, but then I also did this guy's little rack of ribs. Now keep in mind, on your guys' end, the color's a little blown out because of the way that the world works. Beef for the Beef God? Yes. Beef for the Beef God, bones for the bone plate. So this is a little rack of ribs I got going on here, which I think the little rack of ribs turned out pretty well. I'm quite pleased with this. But what I have been doing, and where I'm gonna continue to do, my goal for the night is, it is simple. I want to go through all of the Kroot that we have currently. And what I would like is to get their guns mostly painted up, right? I feel like having a more clear objective will help us get things done a little bit faster. So I would like to get all of these guns done up. There's a bunch of leather on them, there's a bunch of stuff like that. I went through the other night and did a bunch of the bags. So like there'll be guys like this who just like randomly have a bag painted. And I realized, yeah, just a quick snack. I realized, hey, if I go through here and just do like one element, it does give them a feeling of being done more. So you can see like there's a bunch of silver on these guns. We're gonna see if we can't get a bunch of guns just full on done. Now, I say a bunch of guns because there are 30 of these guys that we have to go through, and not all of their guns are the same. So not everybody has this style of gun on them. So we're gonna do some fun learning as we go from gun to gun, but most of these will be the same. The main thing that I want to start out with is these leathers, and I'm doing a lot of them in the same 2 leatherings, which are those AK markers. So I'm doing a lot of these in just leather or light leather, but there is an orange brown. I don't know what it looks like. And so I was kind of thinking maybe we hit this guy's tassels with the orange brown, because if we like it, then we can continue to use it through other leathers. If we don't like it, and it's something that we decide that we don't want to keep using, then the element is only here. And I think that that'll be a good way for us to determine whether or not we want to start applying it to other parts of models. So let me get this marker ready because they take a little bit of loving. Where did it go? There it is, okay. So, let me see if it's all primed. Oh, it is, nice. Okay, I used these last night. They keep really well. Like, I haven't done anything to this since last night, and it does keep well. So far, I am liking these AK markers. As long as you can find a color in the marker that like does what you need, so far they seem pretty nice. All right, we're gonna pull this in. We're gonna do that in. I got 3 paints here that need to get moved over to yonder. Just kind of making some space for my arms here. All right, so we're gonna see what does this look like when we put it on here. And I prime the marker, yeah. We're gonna see, what do we get? What do we get out of this? And already I can tell this is not gonna be a leather color for us. But I don't mind it being on this. Yeah, that's not gonna be a leather color for us. We might get surprised. It might dry in a way to which we go like, oh, maybe. But right now I'm not thinking this is our guy. All right, let's make sure we actually did get like all the way up into these kind of little crevices here. Yeah, see like this little edge right there. Okay, I actually think It makes you think lighter wood. Yeah, it does have that vibe. We'll see how it dries. We'll come back to it in a little bit when it is actually dried, and then the like ink has had time to stain. So we'll come back to this one in a little bit and we'll see how that has done. And maybe it is good for certain things. Like there's wraps around the barrels of these guns. And so it's like, it might turn out that it is good for like a barrel wrap or something. But we will see. Okay, so I need to create a processed pile and an unprocessed pile. Now, if there's one thing I'm good at, it is creating uncontrollable piles of miniatures. Let me get all these flight stands off my desk that definitely don't need to be here because I do not use them. Got all these clear flight stands that are just hanging out. Do they build up? We can do multiple layers. You 100% can. And what I don't know about the inks is what happens if you keep doing layers and layers and layers. I think they do like get dark. Like already that's almost dry. And it doesn't look bad. Like for, honestly, it looks like it'd be a good spines color or at least a spines highlight. Like you could do this and then pick out some for darker and have a nice like spine color on them. But when it fully dries, we'll know. We'll know more information later. Okay, so we're gonna make a little pile off to the side of all of the guys whose guns have had the leather touched. So I'm pulling them off to the side. Here, I'll show you as I pull them. So we have this guy. If they act like art markers, it will build up. Okay, yeah. So we've got him. We've got the guy whose fur we just did that I showed you. We have him. Now we have his is done. Both of his rifle and his pistol are done. His is done. This one's very different, but it is, the leather is done. I like the red boy. The red guy's very good. Okay, his is done. I'm absolutely running out of space over here. I did not think about needing to put 30 guys. All right, he's all taken care of. Now, if you notice, some of these guys also, their gun colors are a little bit different, and that was me experimenting, trying to figure out what I liked, and then I realized that I did in fact like the lighter wood color. I feel like the darker wood color pulls all of it down. Some of these are also getting mixes. Send me a picture of a floor. There's a good chance that was done with a single marker. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. And it looks like that too. Like they're just going over their own coloring with the same one. Yes. I see exactly what you're talking about. Okay. His gun is done. Oh, his is not done. We got that ring right there. Which I have been making the ring both wood and not wood, depending on like which guy I'm doing, and I have no rhyme or reason to it. It's the vibe. But that ring is 100% metal. Like, if you think about the logistics of this gun, that ring is metal and it should be metal. So he's gonna go in a special pile and we're gonna fix his gun. His gun is almost done. It's got this rope on it that we need to do. So you're gonna come over here. This source the special part. Oh, here we go. I moved my paper towel and I lost where my center was. That's the true secret to why the paper towel is here, is so I know where my camera center is. I like this guy a lot. Swampy! Swampy is so good. Swampy is actually one of the few models for this that is like completed. Swampy just needs his basing done. And he's good. All right, so now we're narrowing it down to these guys over here. So I got a pile that you can't see of people whose guns are not done. Oh, yeah, his is basically done. You're gonna go in my weirdo pile of fixins. Okay, so we're here. I do believe what I was using on these guns was, is there a needs basing only pile? No. Currently only the first 10 and the dogs have the bases painted, and that's by design. It is right now so I can kind of tell them apart, even though it does not matter. But I am noticing that I only have one Kroot with a Tangle cannon. And I am gonna want 2 Tangle cannons. Huh, I didn't think about that. That's a problem for future me. All right, so I've been doing most of the guns in this Fire Slayer flesh. I think it looks really good. These guys lend themselves to testing on different techniques compared to one of the other factions where you'd expect them all to look the same. Yes, I really like the Kroot because of this, is that it really allows us to like play in the space. That's probably one of my biggest things about the Kroot that I like, is it's like, it encourages experimentation, he says, as he then goes on to basically funnel all of the coloring on these guys down to 2 things. Darkoth flesh, what does this look like? Let's figure out what this looks like. So we've been doing Fire Slayer for a lot of these leathers, right? And I really like the look of Fire Slayer. But we're here, we might as well see what we're getting out of this. So let's go here. That's the typical wood color that we're going with, right? This is what we've been using. Sorry, yeah, wood and leather even. We've been using a lot of that. What does, and that's Fire Slayer, what does Darkoth look like? Or Dark Oath. Oh, I'm reading it wrong because words are hard. You guys are very minimal, not playing with colors. I would argue that all of your, like the only thing you're doing is playing with color. The way that your paint jobs are, it is like only color experimentation. These are so similar. These things are like damn near identical. But this is darker. This is darker and maybe sits heavier. Okay, so that makes me feel good about that. So what I will do is, as I go through and I work on these guys, I'm just going to alternate. I'm just gonna A-B these 2 leathers, or these 2 woods, whatever we use them for. He's playing with it a lot, but in a limited range. Oh, she's. Yeah, I think they would build up differently, but even here, I mean, your guys' view is so different than my view on this. You can definitely tell one is darker. Oh, me? Oh. Yeah, look at those colors, paper. These are so good. I'm excited for you to get those paints. I'm gonna try to get them to you as soon as possible. All right, and because we have been doing Fire Slayer so much, this guy's gonna start off and he's gonna be Dark Oath. Were the new browns for me to try? No, there's a bunch of new browns, but not for this. All of those browns were actual base paints, which means for me to do what I'm doing with this now, I have to spend a lot of time figuring out the thinning. I say a lot of time. And what I do mean is almost no time. Figuring out how it is I need to thin them. It's like the greens and yellows and browns, but lots of testing and stuff with different shades. Yeah, it is. It's a lot like that. It's suspiciously similar to that, actually. I'm trying to figure out where I want these to sit so I can get in and out of these paint pots. There we go. Okay, so we get the stock of this. You need to get more guys built first and you have to prime them. Yeah. Listen, I know. But the priming is the easiest part. I'll just come over and I will, I'll knock out priming your guys super fast. That'll take, I don't know, an hour. If you get all of those guys built, we're looking at like less than an hour. But I'm excited to see more of your stuff. Also, I am noticing that there are some things that are being typed into the YouTube chat that it is like falsely language identifying it as Japanese, it looks like. And then so like on the YouTube side, it shows me like a Japanese translation, but then on the Twitch side with the integrated chat tool, it shows me the actual characters you typed. Yeah, and so I had not seen that problem before, but I had heard people talk about it. And now this is the first time I'm like seeing it. But I have heard people talk about like, hey, why are you thinking that I'm speaking a different language and then translating it, and then you're translating it into something I'm not saying? And then paper, oh geez, what is this? Paper, you're gonna have to let me know if you want your guys, the style of priming you want done on them. Because, is it something with settings? I have no idea. These are two, you can tell that like the way that these are primed are differently. And one of them is, it like brings out a lot more like variance in the paints and one of them doesn't. So you let me know how you want that done and I will do it the way that you want. All right. It's all English for you. So it is still translating as English, but where is it? I'm trying to see. I think she said like MK, and then it translated as Japanese to come on. Yeah, see, it's like, oh, hey, that's, oh, maybe it's seeing it as Chinese. But 100% goes like, ah, this is not English. Ah, bouquet. Okay, trying to get in there. We both make up our own words and spellings. So fully blame it. Listen, I don't want it to translate. I want it to let it all flow through. Give me the raw words, YouTube. Okay, we might be good on that top part. Okay, that'll get us there. Hit this side a little bit. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get a little coffee staining if I leave it like that. There we go. There we go. That'll help it. Okay, that'll dry. It'll sit a lot nicer. What did everyone last eat? Had cake. Last thing I ate was a bite of that cake, and then I had that chicken strips for dinner, which you know, because you were there. I did notice the bottom of, I'd missed his glove. But I think that's the leather marker. So I think we can just pop back in with that marker real quick and give him a little slurp slurp. And that should be good. Oh, yep. Okay, I remember exactly what guy this is now, because this is the last thing I was working on before I went to bed. You can see that's just like a big spot, a little places I missed. There we go. Much better. Now his gloves don't look nearly as dilapidated. Cool. All right, so we got that part of his gun done. Let's do the tots and pizza bread. It's been a while since I had tots. Love the color of their tongues. Yeah, I'm a big fan of us using the burgundy for the tongues. Big fan of that, actually. Okay, let's try to get right up next to these fingers without washing over the fingers. Yeah, tots and pizza bread sounds great. Let's see if I get my chair, because I got like a little bit of shaky hands tonight. See if I get my chair closer. If that will help with the shaking. Okay, let's see what this does for us. So you can't wear your magnifying light head thing. It's not the magnification, it's just the shake, you know? Sometimes you just don't have steady hands that day. Like there are days where it's like, I would like to paint, but I can feel that like I just don't have the hands for it that day. Which, I mean, that is frustrating, but it also is what it is. Okay, getting in there. Okay. All right, pretty good there. Okay. All right, so that's one. We'll put him in the done pile. Which now I have to create a done pile. Oh, what have I done to myself? Oh, you know what? This is the done pile. This is anything that only needs touch-ups or gone through again. So we're gonna be good there. All right, we got number 2. So because we already have the marker out, we'll start here. I almost feel like I need another setting that is like a higher zoom. Because sometimes like if I'm working flat on the table like this, I wonder if it like, if being zoomed in more is better. Message retracted. Wait, what happened there? Kroot? Oh, it got mad at Kroot. Interesting. Yeah, you said it's like, hell yeah, Kroot, and it was like, not today. What is more interesting is that I can't see what the messages are. That's interesting. I've not seen that before. Also, welcome in, Reckles. Or Reckless? If I take one moment to properly read. All right, there we go. Okay, so that part. Looking cute, feeling cute. Let's go on to the wood. Don't you do it. Don't you use lyrics. Don't you lyrics at me. All right, we're going back to Fire Slayer. We did Dark Oath on the last one. You have 100 carnivores? Only 40 painted up so far though. Wait, carnivores? Why am I... Carnivores? I am not remembering what a carnivore is. Tyrannid carnivore. What? What's a carnivore? Oh, sorry. I don't know why in my head I immediately went to carnivores. Like, sorry, I immediately went to Tyranids. I'm like, I'm dumb. So I'm thinking Carnifex. But no, you're talking about literally the thing that I have in my hand. Gosh. The meat boys, look at their beef. Delicious rack of ribs. Kroot Carnivores sponsored by Chili's. I know I'm gonna end up having so many carnivores. I'm jealous of your 100. I think I might stop at 60. Two Farstalker teams, 15 Rampagers, 5 Riders, a half a dozen Shapers, and 15 Hounds. I've got 2 Hounds. I've got 2 Hounds. I got 2 dogs. Mwah. I got 2 dogs. I got a box of 5 dogs. So wait, if you have that much Kroot, are you running the Kroot detachment? Only reason you have more than 60 is if you wanted to only field Kroot? Yes. Well, I mean, doesn't everybody want to only field Kroot? Yeah, yeah, Kelly Cat had a magical girl transformation midstream and did transform into a mod. It is wild how that works. You can run 2,000 points with only Kroot. Oh, the dream. You're living my dream. I own a bunch of Kroot, but I have not built a bunch of them. I do have a customed lone spear that I did. That if I take a second to toot my own horn, that I did get second place in an art contest with, which is not saying a lot, but it is saying something. And I'm very happy with my lone spear. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize he's in arm's reach. Back when the Codex got released, 27 Angry Gorillas was the dream. My painting is also only average. So welcome to the club. Still need 3 Rampagers and 4 Riders. Oh, they're so good. One sec, excuse me while I'm gonna blow on this model. I'm gonna mute. No, for real. All right, there we go. So I did a custom lone spear for a competition. My favorite part, my absolute favorite part of this lone spear, other than the cape, is the reins. I'm really happy that I took the reins off of the pommel and into the hand. But I am quite happy with how he turned out. +5? So this is cool. But all of my, oh, I still have it on my desk. I still have my wife's model on my desk. All of my wife's stuff is painted like this. And she did an absolutely wild Gloctopus Hexmarch Destroyer. That's when I'm talking about the dogs. Interesting. Oh, okay. You said, yeah, I'm gonna add teeth and a tongue to the guy one day. Actually, the tongue is right here. I have to prime it and stuff like that, but I'm gonna add this Tyranid tail in as a tongue. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, my wife's stuff is very good. I'm so happy with how her stuff comes out. It just like a genuine pleasure to look at. gotta get up in there. Yeah, like that is, she is very good at getting the colors, like the placement and like just everything. Had 2 dogs, you said +5? Yes. Yes, more dogs, please. More dogs. Okay, get in between the hands. Okay. One day you'll play a full game? No, we'll never play a full game. We've never been able to play a full match. It's not possible, it's not doable. The last time we tried to play a full match, the entire shopping complex caught on fire. We're not allowed. It's V8 time. Just built a Twin Lance today. You got to play exactly 1 game with their busted rule set. I look forward to putting them on the table. Oh, the Twin Lance are so good. I have a dream where, and I already have all the models, I just have to do it. I want to, the entire complex didn't catch on fire. You're right. It wasn't the entire complex. It was just a portion of the complex. I want to take a Tau Commander, Farsight, and a Twin Lance and combine all of them into one absolute beefy Enforcer commander. So that is what I'm working on, is building just an absolute beefed out Enforcer commander with the Plasma Scooblers, what is it? The Melta Bunions. You know what those things are. The Sunforge weapons. They're definitely Melter Bunions. And now that I've said it, that could be the only thing that they are. What I want, they converted your Farsight to an aura farming. Oh! All right, here's the deal. I'm trying to be an adult. It's hard. It's so hard being an adult. Is that the whole link? Ugh. If you want to show off your super cool Warhammer stuff, there is a spot, a dedicated spot for it in the Discord, where literally ones of people will look at them and go, wow. Trying to figure out the best way to get like around them. Get around them. Because Farsight is already such a good model that any modifications to him, it's like you're just adding so much. Like he's already so cool, and you're doing a bunch of stuff to him, and it's like yes, yes. Trying to get in right there. Right there. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed doing like little kit bash stuff until this recent like little art competition thing. And I was like, this is a good time. It's just fun to, it feels like genuine play as opposed to a little bit of like paint by number kind of deal. Application sent. Uh-oh, let's see if you get hired. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they will not eat the bug. Capashing on a deadline is stressful though? Yes. Yes, kit bashing on a deadline is stressful. Both of us were working on our pieces all the way up to the day of the thing. Last time, well, actually both both events we did was like submitting the piece the day we finished the piece. Which like, isn't, it's not ideal. It truly just is not ideal. All right, next guy. Just swapping back over to Dark Oath. If we work our way through all of these guys and we have all the leather and wood done on these guns, we're gonna see how people want to handle the rest of the stream. Because we did just buy a new game today called like Everything is Crab. And either we're gonna play it today or we're gonna play it Monday. But I would also be down for just finishing the guns and then working on more and getting further with these guys, because I would like to have my Krootsies done. You look at shop, they had a forge event with parts from return items with defects, and someone made a tank out of random parts. Oh yeah! Yeah, that guy made a full tank out of just random parts he found in the parts pile. And it looked good. It had a very good like Horus Heresy vibe to it. That guy did an excellent job. But so many of the people up at our shop are like, so talented. They're just like good at it. It's clear that they're enjoying what they're doing, which I really like. You just got orbs for watching a video about that game? Ooh, orbs. I didn't know Discord was doing orbs for like game stuff like that. I wonder if it just like counts as like orbs for ads and the people are just paying for Discord advertising. Okay, how do we got? Oh, big section right there. If that's a gun, buddy, you gotta do it. Gotta get in there. Kroot! Here they are to stay. They are the Kroots. How is it going? All right. We're looking cute, feeling cute. Looking Kroot, feeling Kroot. There we go. Nice. Boo, ba, ba, boo, ba, ba, ba. Maybe a little bit more up here. Maybe a little bit more. Are the professional competition winning painters that come to our shop too? Yeah, there's a guy. I believe we have a guy that has a golden demon that comes to our store. If he doesn't have, maybe, I don't know what, maybe he's not gold demon, but he has placed that has come to the store, which is like super cool. Get out of here! There we go, better. Sorry you had to hear those lyrics. Sorry. I'll endeavor to do better in the future to keep the lyrics away from me. All right, that's Gunstock Dunstock. I think we're ready to go to leather. We used light leather on the last one. Posted some tile stuff on the tabletop, didn't want to spam it. Hey, you listen, if you're worried, A, don't worry about it. That's literally what it's for. B, if you're really worried about spamming up with pictures, just make a thread and just blast them in there. Really like painting your Kroot because of all the tiny details. They're so good. They got so much little just gubbins and stuff on them. I'm gonna take a quick look. I'm taking a quick little Kroot peek. Oh, whoa. Oh, come on, what is that? All right, these are some seriously cool suits. Okay, I see the aura farming pose, yes. Oh, the orc skull down there? Come on. Love the color. What is that the like the OG Tau scheme? That like tan? Oh, it's so good. You like a refund for having to hear lyrics? Yes, your refund is in the mail. You joining the Discord? Here. Wait. Boop. Okay. I need to make a button for this. I need to make a button that sends it in both places at once. It's more of a desert sand because there are your Tau sand suns. Oh, it's so good. It is very good. Big fan over here. Led by Shaso. Oh my God. And now I like it more. It doesn't make a link when you try to do it. It's probably because you can't make links, but Kelly probably can. Is my guess. That's the only thing I can think of is that regular folk cannot make link. I am entirely new to the way that the YouTube chat functions, so I mean this is our first night with the full integration going. Application sent. Let's see if you get hired. Don't worry, I got an in with the boss man. GPG has eaten the bug. Welcome. I'm sleeping with the boss? Yes. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that I may or may not be in a romantic relationship with the boss. They don't need to know. Is there a special word for it? Like nepotism is a special word for like, you know, a familial favoritism and like advancement. Is there a different word for it when it's just a romantic relationship? Yeah, I'm such a big Tau fan. When I got into 40K, which was only like mid last year, I was between the Tau and the orcs, and I'm very glad that I went Tau. And I only went Tau because of Dawn of War original, 40K, the first one. And I was like, you know what? I could live this life. All right, there we go. We got his little gunny gun. Got his stuff going. My goal is to have enough Kroot to run the Kroot detachment. I don't have any of my other guys here. They're all in the carrying case. All right, his gun is done. We're gonna move on. And if you notice, these are the some of these are the old Kroot models. So I went and found the old Kroot online. Somebody was selling a box of the like, what is it, like 2001 Kroots? And I was like, heck yeah. Our armies are so counter each other. I'm looking forward to playing. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait to put both of our armies on the table and see, A, you absolutely destroy me. B, the stark difference between our armies. Whoa, get that out of here. Maybe fraternization? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, glove farts, sorry. There's free glove farts happening. I won't charge you for those. Second refund, oh no, oh no. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with all these refunds. I'm not gonna be able to afford all these refunds, all right? We're gonna have to have a refund limit. All right. Ugh. All right. Okay. Looking good. Oh. Don't want to forget this whole side of the stock. There we go. Get the butt. Don't neglect. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, that's layer one. We'll get a second layer on that when that one part dries. So to be town and a flesh shaper. Ooh, I haven't built any of my shapers yet. All right, we're turning around. We're taking a Kroot peek. Oh, look at all those guns, all those burst cannons. Ooh, that blue. Oh, yes. Oh, that blue is so good. Timmy saying this in 4th edition about 20 years ago. I hope Tao get another Xenos ally. Yes, thank you, thank you. There are so many cool little like Xenos allies that they could have. Like, please? Please? There's like 20 races in the Kroot, like, conglomeration. Give us another Xenos. All right, close your eyes. I'm about to take all of you behind the scenes. Because I want to try to fix this real quick. I think I gotta like, oh no, it didn't change. It's this one. All right, gotta like, Okay, now we're gonna go back in. Did that fix it? Yeah, oh, so close. Vora would be cool. Even says the Vesa conversion kits. Narlock riders. Well, there used to be Narlocks. They took them out, right? And it's like, they used to be there. Give me my chicken riders back. Give them to me. Third refund. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna be poor by the time we're done. Oh. Howdy, Chris. Welcome in. It's the one thing that Kroot kind of lack with their current range, a real heavy hitter. I feel like, I mean, granted, I don't 100% know, but don't the Rampagers hit pretty hard when they have an on charge? And then also kind of, but I don't know. I don't know what the stats of the Narlac were. Just came to say hi. I was going to bed, but I saw you live. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Oh, Windows, please stop trying to do device setup. Please, you can't. You simply mustn't. The blue is Army Painter, Fanatics, Imperial Navy. They're painted like Tosh Var Orbital camo. Well, it's very good. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. They're good and I love them. You can tell them that. I'm not even afraid. They do, and Impact Mortals are good against any target, but Great Narlax to access to damage 3. Oh, okay. So like genuinely a heavy hit. Okay. My wife and I have only been into Warhammer for just under a year. So there's a ton of stuff that we don't know. I did see that there were there. It's a really important breakpoint when dealing stuff with the Terminators. Yes. Yeah, because Terminators have what? Is it 3 or 4 wounds or something like that? Because like a Marine has 2 and a Terminator has 3? Am I mathing? Am I doing it, boss? Usually 3, okay. I assume there are exceptions where somebody's gonna be like, oh, well, the Death Watch. Oh, well, the Black Legions. They've got 4 wounds. Because we have to make it confusing. All right, let's hit that a second time. Let's dry there. We'll kind of even this out. Yeah. Second coat's job really is kind of just to even it out. Certain stuff like Deathwing Knights or Terminators get -1 damage. That kind of thing throws off the math. Oh. Yeah, my poor brush. This is one of the first brushes that we bought. And honestly, this brush will be on fire before I think about replacing it. Because all this brush's job is to move contrast around. Maybe I'll clean it. Maybe I'll clean my brushes eventually. Maybe I'll do it tonight. He says, knowing he won't. Though I do have to clean some of my nicer ones, so maybe there's a chance. There's a chance. I almost never clean this one though. And I'm probably gonna have to boil it soon to reset the... to just reset the little fibers. Okay, that's the stock done. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Give me my marker. Where are you? Come back. There you are. Found you. You have new ones to try too? I do. I have new brushes. So we did buy a Winsor Newton Series 7, which is wasted on my bad painting. So we have a #1 brush to try. We have a Citadel Artificer baby brush to try. What is it? What is the brand? Is it Rosemary and Thyme? It's the Beatles. I can never remember the brand of the brush, but it's one of those ones. It's got cat hair on it. We got one of them to try. And then as a joke, I bought, oh my gosh, there's so much cat hair on this one. Rosemary, yeah. I bought a, this like teeny tiny Tamio one, but also to do eyes. But like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on sale, and I was like, sure. I mean, I'll go look at it if it's on sale. Yeah, the cats are just trying to help. So I figure, like, you know what? If they're on sale and I'll check them out. Maybe they'll be helpful. The brushes from Monument Hobbies and their brush goop are both very good. The brushes aren't super duper artist quality, but they maintain the tip and paint very smoothly. So currently what I use to clean is a mix of the Brush Masters and Gentastic's Drunken Brush Goop. This I really like as a conditioner. So I usually follow my brushes up with this, and then I start with Masters, and I end with that. But I have heard very good things about a bunch of different brands, and I am very curious to see. Ordered a set of about a dozen brushes off Temu on a whim under $5, and they hold surprisingly well. So a lot of these brushes that I'm abusing, like this guy, like I use this a lot. This is a Nick Pro brush off Amazon. You get a pack of like 22 of them for $12. Oh, that's the goop? Oh, nice. I didn't know that was them. I didn't know that was Monument Hobbies. You get like a pack of like 20 or 30, I don't know how many of these brushes for so cheap. And like these Nick Pro brushes, I've really liked. If you don't light them on fire, they do a pretty good job. If you do absolutely trash them, they turn into this, like more cat hair. If you can't tell, sometimes there are cats. But even this is my dry brush that I slap everything with. And I do go back through and try to clean this up, but like, I don't think I've cleaned this in like, I don't know, too long. It's still good and it's still soft. I'm just surprised by the Nick Pro ones. For their price, they are surprisingly good. And yes, it has to be called goop because there's no other word for it. But yeah, maybe after stream tonight, I'll actually go through and clean a bunch of my brushes off because I do know that they need it. And then my beater brushes, sometimes they just die. But everybody can get a bath. I'm a big fan of buying cheaper stuff for most things and then going expensive when it really matters. Yes. Exactly. So I have a bunch of beater brushes that I just genuinely don't care about because, like, I'm sorry, but I do need a paintbrush or something to spread glue on bases. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to use the like 78-cent Nick Pro brush for that. And that's where is it? Is it this one? It might be. Yeah, it's this one. This is the brush I use to move glue. And it's like, sure, yeah. So I move Elmer's glue with this. Watch you clean my brushes so hard. Yeah, so this guy is my glue moving one. So when I do basing, this thing just gets like a hot water rinse out, and I come in. Every last with that one Nick Pro brush, it's tiny, and the whole ferrule and tip are bent. It's super helpful. Yeah, there's that weird thing where it's like the brush is bent and like kind of beat up, but the bentness is actually what you're going for because it lets you hook around angles. Yeah, see, even just that, like, you can see the difference already. All I did was just do a little bit of a water bath on it, and already, like, look at that. Genuinely, I think the glue is just helping this brush stay together. But like, you gotta have your beater brush. Yeah. The more I look at these guys, the more I realize, they're gonna get cleaned tonight. Sadly, I can't clean them on stream because I do it directly in the sink. Otherwise, we would just go full brush clean ASMR. Which nobody wants, but oh. Oh yeah, we're just getting into airbrushing. I have a compressor on pre-order, waiting for it to come in, and until then I have a garbage portable compressor that certainly allows the airbrush to function, and that is the only nice thing I'll say about it. But as a learning device, I think this like cheap $50 thing are really good. Never seen what? I can also highly recommend using streaking grime to cheat code to make them look battle worn and tie skin together. So because of my tower orange, I use a lot of Agarax to give them that like that look. I should go get a couple of my towel things. Scared the crap out of me. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, this is my wife's favorite brush. This is the one that she was talking about. And look, it's got that little hook tip on it, and she just like gets right around things like yeep. Never seen the bent brush? Yeah. So like this is like the way it comes. So you can come right like, ooh, look at that. And now I'm painting the upper right corner of the stream. And I can come back out. That brush is weird. But it is helpful, like it gets the job done. She came in and handed it to me and scared the crap out of me. Yeah, it comes in that Nick Pro set. I mean, it's a good, I like it. Here, one sec. One sec. Let me do some math. Oh, I don't have to do it here. I forgot. Oh geez, she's bringing things in. Okay, all right, I'll start over here. All right, I guess she wants me to show, oh wait, actually, you know what? Yeah, get. Those are gonna slide. Yeah. Yeah, if you could just hold that for me real quick, thank you, bug. Where's the cheaper of the two? It's this one. Yeah, that's got the bendy boy in it. There it is. There's the bendy boy. There she blows. Oh, the price went up. This was $19 when I bought it. Here, let me find the. Oh, sorry, I don't know what a computer is. I don't know how to do this. Oh, the button's different on computer. All right. Wait, is this? What kind of link is this? All right, I'm warning you now. Boop, there's the link there. I'm gonna put it over here too. Legal warning, this is an affiliate link. It does not cost you money, it just helps me. That is the brush set with the bendy boy in it. With the bendy machine. There you go, you can just set it down there now. And then you don't have to hold it. Perfect, thank you, Bug. Dinner time? Have fun? No, you have fun, enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna show off a couple models. So I have my regular Tau scheme is black and orange. So this is my name who I'm blanking on. What is it? Cadre. There we go. So I put a robo head on him, on account of I like the way it looked better, and I gave him a sword. You know how sometimes you just give him a sword. Yeah, Cadre Fireblade. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a big fan of how he came out. I gotta touch up his cape and stuff like that, but I genuinely very happy with the way he came out. So that's my Cadre Fireblade, and then he hangs out with all of his cool buddies. What is that? It's super glue fumes or something. Yeah, it is super glue. And then I have Dark Strider going on. Big fan of how Dark Strider turned out. And then Dark Strider hangs out with his best friends, my Strike team. Or not, sorry, this is Pathfinder team. Strike team's over there. So these are some of the first, this is some of the first models I've ever painted. I gotta do this fin though. This fin is supposed to be orange. I had a lot of help when I was starting out. So it was at the Games Workshop store, they really helped us out a lot. This is the Strike team. Still got some stuff to do on his little blade back here, and I'm still determining what color I want this nib to be. You're rushing to get things tabletop ready, your tower on their 4th color scheme now? But your tower looks so good. I really like that sand color, and I like the theme you're going for. All of it is just good. It is just fun and good. Floating around somewhere is an ethereal for these guys. And then I'll probably have to zoom out for this. This is my current commander. This is Cold Star. I haven't finished the base entirely, but we're getting there. Strike team look like they're going to be pretty good in 11th and getting you -2. Oh, because of suppression? Well, I'm excited. I'm excited because next week we should also be getting the detachment stuff for Tau. I know Monday is Sisters. Stacks with cover. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's our cat. Here's the little boys. I went with Flamethrower and Burst Cannon. Second set of these guys are going to be the, what is it, Sunforge? These are Star Scythe. Quite happy with him. Do you recommend magnetizing in Crisis 2 as much as possible? I'm running them as is. I thought about going through the whole hassle of it. And I said, you know what? I'd just buy another one. I'll just buy another set. And then while I was thinking that, one of my buddies bought a box set and was like, hey, I don't need these. Do you want them? And I got very lucky. This is Devilfish, but Devilfish very big. So, hear him. Look at his snoot, he's sniffing. He knows you're there. 8th edition, 9th and 10th each had racked the different ways of equipping. Yeah, that's very fair. So our guess is, and I say our, I mean me and talking to the people up at the, oh, I don't have to burden you, I can do this. They think that not a lot's gonna change. We're kind of thinking that not a lot's gonna change in 11 because of how smooth all these other transitions have been with it. Skyray, because why not? Though I would not be surprised if they come out with like a melee suit or something. I'm gonna future push your models and not get annoyed if there's gonna be a significant change. Yeah. Did you see my ethereal out there? If you didn't, it's no big deal, but. I'm gonna be very curious to see what they do with them. Think they're gonna take a Twin Lance gun kind of thing and give it to other battle suits as well? I kind of think that. I'm very with you. I think they're gonna do something like that. Or it'll be like, hey, certain guns will be able to function in melee. And then that'll become like the meta, I bet. Get in there a little bit more. Because I would not be opposed to certain of the guns being able to do that. I don't think I would love if all of the guns could do that. That feels a bit unfair. But certain ones, 100%. Maybe they'll give us JSJ so that we can give everyone... Oh, thank you. And don't worry about the door. Yeah, this is my ethereal. that goes with the strike team. Very happy with how she turned out. Thank you, Booker. I don't know what. I don't think I don't know what JSJ is. In my head, it's jump, shoot, jump. All right. Oh, that's that. Oh, it is jump, shoot, jump. Oh. What is that? That is something I'm unfamiliar with. Basically, in older editions, all battlesuits could move, shoot. Oh, okay, like they had like a reactive move kind of deal to like how not a reactive move, but like how some Necron units and stuff have, or the what's his name, the Lone Spear. It's like, hey, after you've done all your shenanigans. Oh, that would be so strong. That would be very strong. Honestly, what on my 11th edition, these days it tends to be called Shoot and Scoot. Yes, okay, yes, I'm familiar with Shoot and Scoot. JSJ I have not heard before. My 11th edition wish list right now is I would really like I would like them to pull more units out of Legends. So Games Workshop, if you can figure that out, just do that. Just pull more units out of Legends. Stop doing that to me, because they're very fun and cool and I want to play with them. I would like either a Crisis suit redo of making the Crisis suits look cooler. I think they should be bigger. Or a new, larger suit that is between Crisis and Tide. And it feels like every edition they go like, and the tower gonna get a rework, and like in the rumor engine, like where there people are like, they're like, hey, well, we think. And it's like, no, they're not. They're not gonna do it. But Crisis suit models are what? Are they 10 years old? 8 years old? Which in the grand scheme of things, it's not that old. Like, there are definitely much older models. I don't think they will get a rework, and also I don't think that they deserve it when compared to the entirety of the model line of all factions. But I would like it. The Orcs getting their glow up this in 11, I think, is very well deserved. I'm very happy for Orcs and Orc players. I've noticed with recent flying model reveals, they seem to be moving away from flyer bases, so we might actually see some reworks for piranhas and devilfish, hammerhead. Okay, but give me barracudas. Give me barracuda back. How about that? How about you give me barracuda back? All right. I'm not saying this for any kind of other like, you know, I don't have an ulterior motive. It's not like I own a tiger shark, you know, but maybe bring back barracuda too. Maybe, what about Remoras, huh? Maybe you bring Remoras back. Oh, please. Also, if your Tiger Shark still target one from 4 heavy, Relic to just 1. Wait, it has 1? I thought it was 2 shots. I thought the Tiger Shark was 2 shots. Because it's equipped with 2 cannons, right? What? It's 1 shot now? Okay, no, now you're making me look. 1 twin link shot? No, don't hurt me like this. Don't hurt me like this. No, I'm looking. No, I'm looking. Look at me looking. Ah. Oh. AX1 Tiger Shark. Yeah, oh no, they twinned the rail can. Oh, you're right. Oh, gross. Gross. I would rather have 2 shots at 6 damage than 1 shot at 12 damage. But dev wounds on that 12 shot at 120 inches is an absolute silly time. They not only got twinned, but it halved the output. Yeah. I just bought a Tiger Shark from a local guy who gave me an absolute steal on the kit. Like, genuinely, he took a loss, and cannot thank him enough. And I'm very excited to eventually get to the point of getting that thing done up. I gotta go buy some, I assume, brass rod and some other stuff to get it going. I have everything I need to pin it. Otherwise, I have like the drill and all that, like an actual hobby drill. This thing is meant to be Tao's answer to Titans. It does 12 damage, plus 6 single shots. Yeah. No, I mean, you're very right. You're too wet. This brush is too wet. Please grab paint. Thank you. There we go. But flyers in general are a really weird position. Oh, the sander tool? Yes! I'm so excited for the sander because that shipped. The sander shipped. So we did a Kickstarter for a really cool sander tool, and I'm very excited for that thing to arrive. I guess it's a company that a lot of people are familiar with, whose name I will, like Hozo or something like that. I guess a lot of people in the hobby space are familiar with that company's name. They do like a bunch of sanding and hobby tools. I was completely unfamiliar with them. Did a Kickstarter for a new tool. I said, sure, I'm in. And it should be here in like a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, I want them to bring back flyers. I want my Remoras back. I want my Barracudas back. I want them to do all that. And I want them to just tweak the flying rule just enough to make it work, because my understanding is that the flying rule right now is a holdover from older editions when the table was larger. I believe that is what it is. So now the 20-inch move on them is from that? How do we do on this? That side needs a little bit of love. Want the Yavara back? Yeah, it used to be 72 by 80, the 48. There we go. Okay. And now it's 60 by 40? Am I correct? By the way, it is an absolute pleasure to have somebody here that knows a bunch of stuff. 60 by 44. Okay, yeah. So being forced to move 20 inches, like sometimes that can hurt. I have to come back and get that when we do jewelry. I'm gonna goop this dog real quick. Please don't mind me. Please don't mind me while I goop the dog real quick. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. I just want to goop up this little guy. I mean, we're all here. We're all seeing it. He needs something, right? We're all seeing it. We're all seeing it. He needs a little bit of goop. Gooping him. Wish I didn't take away the deep strike from aircraft. The 9th, Tiger Sharks could arrive, blow something up, and then worry about movement next turn. In 10th, it's physically too big to arrive, meaning it can't shoot the turn. Wait, what? What do you, oh, is it so big that it can't deep strike because there's no possible way to get it behind enemy lines? In 10th, it has to arrive via strategic reserves. Because every time you fall off the table with it, it goes back into reserves, right? But the rules for street are that you have to be wholly within 6 of the edge. Wait, what? What? Wait. It can be set up, but just can't do anything. That feels like such, I mean, I'm not surprised. I guess even I'm not surprised this much in that they completely overlooked some kind of rule thingy. All right, how are we doing? How are we doing, doggo? Let's get a little bit darker on the face. Yeah, okay, let's all hope that they don't keep us silly like that in 11. Also upload some pics of your tiger shark base. There's a little diorama of a, oh, okay, we're looking. All right, we're looking. All right, we're looking. We're gonna look. We're gonna go. Ah, yes. Okay, I see. Okay. Ah, yes. I see. Oh, look at him. Oh, that's so good. Oh, those are the deadly print effects, right? That's 100% deadly print effects. Those look so good. Deadly print is the reason I bought a 3D printer. Deadly print is the reason I bought a 3D printer. All right, we got our dog a little bit more painted up. Our boy's gonna dry and be good. Only need a little airbrushing and they were good to go. Yeah. Once my compressor comes in, I'm gonna feel a lot better about airbrushing. So like, I gotta get these broadsides done up. This is how the color looks before they get like all prettied. But I am finding it very difficult to get into some parts of this guy, and I would love to just airbrush that. And then come back and do a little bit of touch-ups. Because when I paint a gun regularly, am here, but when can airbrush, am here. So I'd really like to just do the airbrushing if possible, you know? Yeah, it does. It works so well for vehicles. Okay. His gun is done? I gotta come back in. I'm gonna silver that part. I like keeping this little nib down here silver on this style of gun. We're also gonna come back over way later, and you can see there's these little like nib links and stuff like that. We are going to come through and like silver those links and stuff like that, like this little chain there that comes through and stuff like that. We are gonna go through and do that. We're not gonna leave them the way they are. Don't worry, I could hear you thinking, you said, this idiot, this dumb idiot gonna leave his thing like that? And the answer was no, but also fully understand. All right, his is done. This is one of my babies. I'm kind of struggling over right now. I'm such a fan of this model, and I'm pouring a ton of time into trying to make sure he gets done correctly. Like, this pipe alone is gonna be like 5 colors. And I hate that I'm doing that, but also I need to for my soul. He is so pretty. I really like him so much. Please excuse me while I don't properly mute the microphone to clear my throat. But yeah, I'm so jazzed about this guy. I love him. Because I only have 2 red guys in my army. I might do a 3rd red guy. But I'm also making sure that they are different red guys. They are not the same red. Because the Krootsies should be different and individual. But, and ideas for the hair and his spikes, I have no idea. So I'm thinking orange. So I don't know what it looks like, but I think I might do, last bit of showing off for the night, your converted broadside. All right, we're looking. Never feel bad about showing off. I listen, if I'm not looking at them online, I'm looking at them offline. You better bet your bottom dollar I'm in there looking at your guys' models because I love to see them. The sheer amount of just like little like inspiration that you can get off of this stuff is so good. If you're cool to have black quills with the tips sprayed different bright colors. Oh, so this guy's special. This is Speebin the Seer. This is for one of my buddies. He requested this color scheme, so he got his to be different, right? This one is a little bit special, but this is for my wife. She said, make him swampy, make him goopy, make him a goo man. And I said, yes, ma'am, I'll do anything you want. I love you. And so I did it. So he's like a little bit different and special. And then I gotta figure out what I'm doing for this guy. This guy is also different and special. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for him. This is for a guy that I know that is like a back-end programmer for stuff. And so I'm trying to do them justice. Speebin was here. We're there. Oh shoot, something is going on over here. I want to take a quick peek. Wait, I thought it was today. Am I wrong in the time? Nope, not wrong on the time. Okay. Just had to check something real quick. All right. I think all of my carnivores are gonna get this brown base with the rocks. And then for the come here. For the far stalkers, I'm gonna use a different brown for their base. So like this guy still needs his second coat. But that means he also needs his first coat for weapons. So while we're here, we're gonna get all of their guns in the right place so then we can start getting their guns done. And to do that, I need, I believe it's Ironbreaker. Yes, it's definitely not Steel Knight's Grip. I think it's Ironbreaker. No, it's not Ironbreaker. No, you're a liar. Don't lie to yourself. Stop that. It's definitely Iron Warriors. There we go. I like the look of the Iron Warriors on there after it gets fully treated. And give that like kind of like rusty, dusty look. Okay, we're gonna get some Iron Warriors going. Excuse me while I scoot everything all around my little table. And then I need to remember to buy a good yellow at the store for their eyes. I do want their eyes to be yellow. I like that idea of the nice yellow Kroot eyes because I don't really have a yellow Kroot. And so that means the eyes will always stick out from the rest of the color scheme. I'm mixing up some Iron Warrior on the side here. Okay. All right, we're coming in here. We're gonna get these guns. This whole dang thing, basically. No matter the skin color scheme, yellow eyes, probably because the yellow will always stand out. All of my Tau have red eyes. I mean, I always go through and I make exceptions as I'm working, but I do not mind the idea of the all yellow eyes. Yeah. Have you heard of the legendary battle where Kroot completely played White Scars at a tournament? Their single greatest achievement? Please tell me all about it. Tell me more, I'm listening. I've opened my eyes, but more importantly, I've opened my heart. How are we doing on that? Okay. Then we're gonna come in here. It's got this pistol. These Farstalker models have like so much aura. Like they're absolutely styling on everybody else. Way back when the rules were very different, and one of the ways they were different was that you could effectively start your entire army in reserve. Oh, it didn't have the 50% rule? White Scar player did this versus a Tau player not wanting to get shot off the table. Okay. Oh God, is this, uh-oh. I think I know how this goes. I think I know how this goes. I am looking down, I am painting. I am not reading. My prediction is deploy Tao's scout move in, basically deny him the ability to appear on the board properly. And then anytime he comes in, you basically have the ability to clean him up. Those are different. Infiltrating a unit only requires you to be a minimum distance away from, oh. Oh, okay. Same idea, different tactic. Oh, gross. Trying to get all around this pistol. Cool. God, this guy's so cool. His entire army was countered as destroyed. Oh, because you have to deploy by turn 3, right? If you don't hit the board by turn 3, you're considered destroyed. Gosh, that has got to hurt so bad. The Booger Battalion is pretty yellow. It is. The Booger Battalion is pretty yellow. You're very correct. All right, so we got his guns going. I'm gonna keep all these guys off to the side here, so I'm gonna keep mixing them up if I don't. They didn't have that turn limit back then, but they did have a rule that anything not on the table by the end of the game. Oh. Hey, listen, it's like, it feels one of those things where it feels like, it sounds very vindicating to me, because it's like, you just try to do something stupid and cheesy, and then it absolutely backfires on you. Like, good. Good. Okay. Let's get this guy's guns going. That's just gotta hurt so bad. If you Google Kroot White Scars, you can see a picture taken with the definition of a shit-eating grin. Oh, gee. Okay, you know what? One moment. Oh my, yeah. God. Yeah. Yep. Gosh, all those white scars. All those bikies sitting off the side like, oh no. Jeez. Makes you think of the Necron game we saw where the reanimation really wore the guy down. Oh yeah. We watch a lot of play on tabletop stuff. And there was one of the matches we watched, it was the guy had the full like Wraith and Technomancer set up, and because of the map condition that they were playing, it basically made his wraiths untouchable. And it was so bad for the other guy that even the Necron dude was like, I'm sorry, like I feel bad about this. The phase out rule where 70% of all the models were wiped out, they'd automatically lost the game because the remaining 25% was fleet. Oh, that's gross. Like basically they would like preservation. They can't afford to lose that. They need their numbers. All right, there we go. Yeah, they had to make the Satana adjustment. They had to. But you and I are not like hyper competitive, like ultimate meta kind of people. We are thematic fun people. I would much rather play a list that is all units I like and think are cool and lose than play the meta and win. And I think as a person who has not really played Warhammer, part of tabletop strategy games is it being kind of a puzzle and figuring out what it is that you need to do with your pieces to get the most out of them. Which is going to change basically every game you play. Basically, logic dictates they can't win the engagement, so they withdraw. This is back when Necrons were a more blatant Terminator ripoff rather than Space Pharaohs. Fair, yeah. We have an OG Necron in the house because somebody was selling it for like, I don't know, like $6 or something like that. And I was like, you know, this would be fun to have. It was like a little gremlin. Yeah, you want to play and just have a good time, not play for the memes? Yes. 100%. That is how you and I do be. If my opponent absolutely stomps me with their like fun build that they made and not like meme garbage, I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited about that as a prospect. You'd rather have a good time than not? Yeah, I mean, yes. But like like you say that like it's a joke, but there are a lot of people, and it's not just like Warhammer, where the game is not fun, it's winning that's fun for them. And it's like, I want to be able to have fun playing the game. I think you'll enjoy 11th, what I've seen regarding mission generation and simultaneously going to more narrative and closer games. Yes, the mission generation looks very good. I have been trying my best to follow a lot of stuff going on for 11. It is helpful that I talk to the Warhammer store guys a lot. I would go on record to stating that I would consider myself friends with the guys that run the Warhammer store. They're all very cool dudes. And my definition of friends is if they asked me to help them move, I would absolutely drop what I'm doing and help them move. The funny thing is the highest levels of competitive play is the mantra is that 40K is a game you play with your opponent, not against them. Yes. That's why we like play on tabletop so much, is because like there's just little things they do that's so good. Like a guy will start to move something and the other guy will be like, hey, if you move this, like I'm going to overwatch this thing. And they're like, oh, okay, but they're like, I'm not overwatching the other stuff. if this one unit moves, I'm overwatching it. And I really like that, where it's like, it is a cooperative game that is being played in a competitive like setting. I don't know how to explain it, but like, wait a minute, this guy has he has a chainsword. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He has a chainsword. How did I not notice this? Oh, because I built these guys like 6 months ago. Oh my God, we're gonna have to do something with this chainsword. All right, yes. Very much like, I want people to play an honest game. I want them to be like, I don't like when somebody's like whole thing is like, oh, I've got a mechanic and I'm gonna hide it from you. That's what I want. That's how I want to play. And there's been a couple people I've seen talk about like, okay, these are the questions I ask other people at the beginning of the match. And I really like the idea of being like, hey, do you have any of this stuff in your army? Like, what should I be looking out for? Like, you know, and I really like the back and forth of it. That the game is putting everybody's stuff on, like, literally and figuratively on the table. 40K's best plays in an open information game. Yes. That's, yeah. No, granted, there's a lot of information to take, but it's like, I want that open dialogue of how things go. I'm not here to win. I'm here to have fun. Always warn my opponent about pinpoint counteroffensive when I play Minecraft. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want them to know. I want them to know, and there's weird concept that a lot of people that I've talked to, like, they don't seem to have fully, and that it's that there's a lot of things in 40K that are designed to be like, they sit here as a loaded gun, and the threat is not the thing itself. The threat is deploying the thing. So it's like, the threat isn't that I have like a transport that can bloop out a bunch of guys. The threat is that I have a transport set around a corner that you have to come around to get like into my stuff, and that I can like defensive deploy if you get close enough to me. So it's like a wolf spider. The moment you get near me, I'm just gonna like, and I'm gonna be like, now I'm 15 guys. You better stop it. You get out of here. Yeah. And that's like, trying to explain that to people has been very difficult, especially as a person who like has not actually full on played the game. It has been very interesting being like, no. Not everything is run in and shoot. A lot of things are, but not everything. Okay. It's his gun silvered. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. I feel like we should treat it differently. We played D&D for a long time, so not a stranger to, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely not strangers to tabletop games. Gosh, I've played D&D for like, at this point, genuinely like over 20 years. So recognizing something like that is, at the very least, not impossible. If you check the streams on Wargame Live, you'll see high level play with people playing by intent. Yes. Yes. I really love play by intent. Or when both players are like you're saying, like, I want to move this guy so that he can do this thing, and then the other player is like helping him be like, okay, here's me measuring my line of sight from this unit to that guy, so just keep pushing him back until you're out of my line of sight, so we all can agree that I can't see you with B while you're shooting A. And it's just like, yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm setting this guy aside. This gun's gonna need some special treatment. I don't think we're gonna do the standard on this thing. I think we'll do the standard on the scope though. No, the scope should be brass. Executive decision, the scope is brass. All right, we're gonna set him aside. We'll get to him later. I wanna make sure we give him the love he deserves. All right, this little doofus. Hello, doofus. Are you doofing today? Approved, thank you. Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. I appreciate the approval on such a timely manner. I'm excited for our new, it's just his hair done, he looks silly, he does. Yeah, he's just like, hey, I'm freaking out of here, boys. Don't mind me. Hey guys, you notice anything different about me, huh? Yes, Jerry, we all see that you've got your hair done. Completely unrelated, but on the topic of fun, I've heard that Robin Williams is a 40K player, and for his games, he would voice his models. Can I just fun to play? Oh, how do you not? I'm the kind of guy that talks to his toys. I'm the kind of guy that talks to his toys. I will try not to be obnoxious with it while I'm at the tabletop, but like, you know, yes, I can't imagine that. Wow, Robin Williams 40K. That feels simultaneously so out of place and so in place. Also, after that picture of his daughter Zelda put up some, oh, what? Oh, so it's like 100% a thing. Oh, shoot. I need to see those. Yeah, I need to see those. Like, when I think about famous people playing games, I always think of like how annoying that must be for them sometimes that they can't just like, maybe they really want to do high-end play and they can't just like go to a tournament and stuff. But then I also think about if you have watched One Piece on Netflix, there's the guy that plays Zoro, and I guess he really likes competitive card games. And so he is deep in the scene for competitive One Piece card game. And he shows up at so many tournaments at this point that nobody questions it anymore. Like, it used to be like, whoa, like the actor, he's here. And now they're just like, yeah, the guy's here. Yep, of course he is. And I just love the like the building the expectation, just like, yeah, it's actually weirder if he's not here. Coming from D&D, feels like 40K is missing a bit of the story in the average gameplay. Yes. Yeah, he's just one of the guys. He comes in, he's like, I just want to play my cards. I want to have fun. I enjoy this game. I'm not doing anything wild, you know? I'm just trying to do the same thing you guys are doing. Used to be more emphasis on story in 40K. Since 9, there's been more of a slant towards competitive. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know the specifics, but the guy at the store has said that like the jump from 9 to 10 has been like, from a mechanics and gameplay standard, like staggering. That like in 10 they genuinely truly tried to like reinvent what the game was. And now hopefully 11 pushed that. So Farsight used to have a rule that against orcs specifically, he would get +1 weapon. Oh, I don't like that. I do and I don't. I don't like hyper situational bonuses. Or I don't like an ability that can just literally just go unused. If your ethereal died, all your Tau had to take a leadership test and fleet. What? Yeah. That stuff I don't love. I don't love a like, and and on this dice roll you lose the game. But like, I wouldn't be opposed to it being like, hey buddy, your ethereal dies. Everybody in that unit has to take some kind of test. Or like, oh, if your ethereal gets sniped out of it, you're no roll, you're battle shocked. Like something like that, I would be okay with. Did I get back there? One sec, I gotta come over here to see. No, I didn't really get back there. In those days, named characters took more of a back seat. You were more like a nameless cog in a massive war machine, so his old head, still to a point, feel like epic heroes should be rare. Yeah, because what? I hit the murder button. Thank you. Thank you for murdering. Like, what do we have? Tau have... Like, you can field Shadow Sun, Farsight, and Twin Lance in one army now, but a part of me is like, no, pick one. So, about that. The way that I feel about that is... I kind of agree. I kind of agree with you on that, but if they go down that road, they need to make warlords matter. They need to make it to where when you pick your warlord, it means something for your army, and then also you can only like run the one of them, and they have to be your warlord if they're on your if they're in your army. So you can't run Farsight and have them not be the warlord, or Shadow Sun, or the Twin Lance. If you're gonna run them, they're your warlord, and you get a boon. Because I fully agree that like that's if they're going to be this like absolute legendary force, then they need to be absolutely legendary, impactful on the army. Like the new orc guy, Wizdingle Crankshaft, if he's your warlord, bikes are battle line, and you get a bunch of perks. That's insane. That's great. That's how it should be. He is actively modifying your army by being your legendary guy and also your leader. on a separate note, starting Warhammer when we did and having the background that you do, the merch is really lacking. Surprised about the things they used to have and no longer do. Yeah, a lot of the merch seems like that the good stuff is just third party. Like it's merch partners and not them. But theoretically, we will be getting Black Library dice again soon. And the Black Library dice are very good. One sec, I'm gonna adjust something real quick. All right, now we're back. Made some temperature adjustments. When we get into like a little bit of longer streams, the office turns into a sauna in the summer. Okay. Okay. It's a gold mine for the Etsy crowd. Wound counters, dice tokens. Yoli days and nights, you can order individual parts and modders. I know, I want that. I want that because right now, I want 3 sets of commander arms. Just the arms. I just want the arms. They're not on eBay. There's more emphasis on the hobby side of things, so they're very friendly to kit bashing. Oh, okay. We have a bunch of play on tabletop like wound counters and stuff like that we're very excited to mess with. Oh, I see what they've done here. Okay. All right, I see what they've done. I see what's happening here. But in general, I think, yeah, I very much agree that it feels like their merch is just like a secondary thought, which is silly because without being rude about it, like the nerds will buy it. Let them buy it. We will buy it. Let us buy it. There was a time when if you wanted to legally kit out a 3-man crisis team with specific let out in 9th, you'd need to buy 9 kits. Ugh. It's weird for some reason there aren't any Pastel Necron items. Yeah, weird, huh? Weird that they don't make anything to fit this. Isn't it? Isn't that strange? I can't imagine them being like, yeah, the solution is just to buy 9 kits. Just buy them. Saddle up to the trough, piggies. It's baffling is what it is. Yes, absolutely. In every sense of the word. Like I said today, a plush that has suction cups to put in a window would be loved. Yeah, because they made that nurgling with his butt out. Like, okay, let my butt out nurgling stick into my car window. You cowards. That's right, I'm calling you out. James Workshop himself. It's too wet, it's too wet, it's too watered down, it's too wet. It's too wet. It's too soupy, not goopy. It's too wet. Much better. Too much soup, not enough goop. Yeah, thinning metallics is weird. There's a very thin line of thinning. Without it getting weird. Trying to pull that excess out of these spots from me overwatering it. Like a real nincompoop. God, the shotgun is so cool. As much as like the new Kroot, I do think it's funny that the high-tech faction basically got cavemen for their 10th edition codex. Yes, I love that. I also think it's funny when you're in on a hobby and noticing people like, hey, yeah. So we were actually talking about that today, that we love that like the addition to the Tau was like the brutes. That's what they got, is they got like beef. Because so many of their factions have beef. Or some kind of beef adjacent boy. But now that they've started it, give me more. You've got a bunch of races that are in the coalition. Give me more. Go to 40K tourney, I kind of want to rep my faction with a t-shirt or something. Yeah. Or like, I don't know. Maybe I want something fun for like to put in my car or like whatever. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a like wear a Warhammer t-shirt kind of guy. That's because like the t-shirts I wear have just like, they're bland. But I definitely know that that those people do exist that would wear them and they would have a great time. And I know that they would sell. Give the people what they want. Maybe we'll get the XV4 series. They exist only in lore and in between Stealth and Crisis. See, I want between Crisis and Riptide. That's what I want. That's the category I'm looking for, is I want the suit that's between Crisis and Riptide. Or beef up the Crisis suits just a little bit. Especially because, what is it? The Crisis suit is basically the Tau analog for Terminators? That's Ghost Keel? I guess you're right, but them being an individual feels weird. But yeah, no. I agree with you though. That is Ghost Keels. Would you like to joke that you don't like to have fun? Yes. It is only a halfway joke, but yes. I'm not a fan of fun. Okay, listen. I don't need Tao jet bikes. I need sisters jet bikes. So my wife can have sisters on bikes. Who doesn't want a sisters biker gang? Come on. They don't even have anything that you can kit bash into bikes. They don't have a good analog for it. Like, you can't even properly say that the Paragon suits are bikes. Give my nuns motorcycles. Well, not my nuns. Give my wife's nuns motorcycles. Come on. They ask for so little. The nuns practically ask for nothing, and all they want is motorcycles. That's so little, guys. Did a pretty good job there. Well, we have the walking throne. You settle for a Pegasus. Okay, now I had not considered. Photo of blame is referred to the toilet. Ah! Yes. And you are correct. That is the way. Yes. You're getting nothing but support from my end. All right, we're good there. Dang it, you got a pistol in there, huh? You had to have a pistol in there too, didn't ya? Oh, where's the Tweezmans? Where's this original Tweezmans? I know you're around here somewhere. Found him. Found him. I'll stop looking. 1 point on Va. Supreme Space Pope basically got the Hatsune Miku treatment. VTuber Pope, what? Elaborate, please. Please elaborate. Explain yourself. Defend yourself in this court. We have a VTuber Pope. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have to say more than that. Did they like upload their consciousness to the internet and now they're just like friggin'... What is going on here? What is going on here and how do we get it in real life? Anva got assassinated by the Imperium, but the Ethereals thought this should be kept from the people, so he's a hologram. Oh, so in a battle, he's basically a Hatsune Miku concert? You're not wrong. See, the problem is you're saying in your book, but it sounds like you're saying in the book. So I mean, I'm not hearing any falsehoods in what you're saying. It sounds a lot like we have a VTuber Space Pope. Everybody's on the battlefield with their thunder sticks, smacking them together. Asking the Space Pope to play his greatest hits. Okay, I
think I've gotten as much of this gun as I can reasonably get to without absolutely murdering everything else. Got the blade. Alright, cool. Alright. Around to this guy. I'm sorry. You have a bunch of med kits attached to your little stim packs attached to your gun? Ah. Ah. I built these guys so long ago that they're just a surprise to me too. Also, odd towel rule used to be that ethereals could take a unique bodyguard unit in the form of an honor guard, a strike team with BS3 plus. Hey, that's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yes. Yes, I like that there are so many unique guys. This whole Farstalker kin band is like so rad. They were like, what if we made these kind of weak baby guys some of the coolest models in 40K that are just non-stop, constantly aura farming and dying? We'll give them one wound. And they'll die so fast. But damn it, they're gonna look good when they do it. You're gonna love the way they die. Picture with Farstalkers will give them a trail shaper, then infiltrate them, strung out along no man's land, make it difficult for an opponent to infiltrate. I have to go back and look at my list. So what my wife and I did is we went through both of our codices, and we picked out who our favorite like models and stuff were, and then we started building up 500 point armies. Yeah. 500 point. We built up our armies from 500 points. So we moved like up. And so we have like 500, 750, 1,000. Then we go 15, 2, 2, 5, 3. And that's how we're like kind of organically growing the armies that we have. So I don't hit a lot of Tau into my, a lot of Kroot into my army until around like, I think, like truly the 2000 mark. That's the best way to do it. Rules come and go, but models are forever. Heck yeah. Models are forever. Don't buy your wife diamonds. Those are useless. Buy your wife Warhammer models. Babe, will you play 2,000 points with me? Honey, you used to be my no man's land, but now you're my home objective. Sounds like a real-time escalation league. Yeah, we're working on getting to also be able to like play full-size games at the house. There is a potential that we're able to get like a game table when one of the places around us does some remodeling. I talked to them and they basically their response was Once I put the table into the garbage, it's not my problem anymore. And then followed up by basically like, and the table is very heavy, so maybe it won't make its way all the way into the dumpster. And I was like, hey, you know what? I deeply appreciate that. It's funny because our natural builds are like antithesis of each other. No, it's funny because your natural build is basically at every single step. Every time you're like, you know what, I think this guy looks cool. Like, let's figure this out. And then we sit down and then you start being like, I like this and I think this would be cool. And I think I want to do this with it. And you have no idea what I'm doing on my end. Like, I don't talk to you about what I'm doing with my army. And the only reason you're talking to me is because the app's on my phone. And then I'm just sitting there quietly watching you build the exact counter to my army where you have zero knowledge of what I'm doing on my end of things. Like when your little brother got you back into the hobby, he plays Black Templars, so you immediately decided if he's gonna play choppy humans, I wanna play shooty aliens. Heck yeah. Yeah, my wife's Necrons are going to absolutely put me in the dirt. I know it and I feel it. It's in my bones. I've got that bone feel. Doctor said they cannot prescribe a medication for bone feel. And I said, guess I'll die. You're just that good? No, you are. You're just that good. You just know. You know me well enough to be like, I bet he's doing some dumb garbage. And you know what? You're right. All right, Dylan's got this. Roll that beautiful bone feel. Bush's baked bone feel. Get in there. There we go. I think her, I think your final like evolution of your army has just one Satan in it, right? I think you have just one Satan in it, and that's the Nightbringer. Yeah, just one for now. All right, here's the deal. We have been painting for 3 hours now. We are almost done going through our initial boys' guns and stuff like that. Still a scary boy? Yeah, they're all scary. I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna be done for the night painting on stream. I'm gonna paint on and off while I play games on my end of things. And then I am gonna send you guys over to hang out with Spoken, who is doing a reveal today for something that we do not know what it is. So I'm gonna send you all over there. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you all Monday. Enjoy going and hanging out with Spoken while they play some games. can I? Does this? If I do this, I actually don't know how YouTube feels about this. So they can kind of eat my shorts. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What did I just do? Oh no, I copied everything. I copied the whole chat. I don't want to do that. I just want this. This right here. I just want that. Yeah, I don't want this 4,000 characters, okay? There we go. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'll see you all later.